Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of the Left in Lobby podcast. I am Gaming for Good and as always I'm joined by my good friend...
The Fender for You.
Hello there, Fender for You. How are you doing this week, my friend?
I am good, my friend. How are you?
I'm hot as all balls, but otherwise, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's hot here as well. The sun is out, as you can see behind me here. It's just a glorious day.
So, yes, here we are, the Left in Lobby podcast, episode number 16?
Yeah.
So, first things first, PSBS, have you got any thoughts on previous podcasts that you would like to amend and or share?
Well, I've got stuff to bring up that we spoke about in the last podcast, i.e. Comic-Con.
Yes.
So I've got that to talk about.
Nice. Well, as far as PSBS goes then, because I think that's a bit more of an actual talking point. Yeah. We did, a little while ago, we got talking about the sequel to Destiny. And more importantly, the characters on there. Now, we said that your characters will transfer over.
Yeah.
And that's not entirely wrong.
Yeah.
But it turns out there's not a great deal of your character that's going to transfer over.
Yeah.
So I sort of looked into it recently, and apparently, let's have a look at here. I'm on the Bungie website now, and they have said sequels represent a start to a new adventure for every player, new worlds to explore, new stories to tell, blah 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 blah. So enable us to serve the game and the player's best interest. Destiny 1 power, possessions, Eververse related items, and currency will not carry forward. Which is pretty much everything to me. What will carry over is the fact that they say we've grown fond of our Guardians and we want to preserve your character personalization. We're going to recognize the dedication and passion you've shown for the world, specifically class, race, gender, face, hair, and marking selections for all characters who have achieved level 20 and completed the Black Garden story mission will carry forward.
Yeah.
They also plan to award veteran accounts with honours to reflect your Destiny 1 accomplishments. So, yeah, whilst your character is going over there, it's not actually going to be... Like, you're going to have to start from scratch again.
Yes, you are.
So
you start from scratch. They've got rid of all the... Well, some of the original powers are staying, and they've upgraded some of the old ones as well. So, now, because I've been watching quite a lot of videos on it as well, now what they've done... This is going to be a bit of a spoiler if people wanted to keep away from the information, but here we go. So with the actual Titan and that now, they don't have the bubble anymore. So what you have instead now, like when you was the hunter, when you double press circle and you did the strafe spin out the way, now every single character and class has that. The Titan now has two different ones. You can pick either put a force field in front of you for a short amount of time, or you put a lower one down to hide behind, like you can crouch behind. And the ability that's replacing the bubble is a Captain America shield. So you actually have a shield as a Titan now that you actually...
Damn it, I use that bubble like a lot.
Yeah, so that's going. With the actual Havoc fist, you know, where he smashes on the floor.
Oh yeah.
So the radius is smaller, and you don't just do one anymore. You can do loads of little ones. So you do a smash. You can do about 4 different smashes, like 4 actual smashes on the floor.
Yeah.
But they're not as powerful. You won't be able to. If you're in Crucible and you do one, you're not necessarily going to kill another player with it. Another thing with the Titan as well is they've not released his third ability. They're not sure if he's going to still have the hammer or not. That's not been said yet. With the Hunter, his golden gun now doesn't do 1 shot, it does 6. So you have 6 shots with the golden gun now. Then they still have the strafes, so you double tap circle, you still spin out the way. But there's a new one where when you strafe, it reloads your gun. So if you use all your ammo in your gun, double tap circle, you spin out the way, and you've got a full gun again. It's a bit like McCree's ability.
Could be good. It's gonna be fun learning that game again. I don't know how I feel about it. I've pre-ordered it for the wife, so I'm gonna end up playing it at least for the first few DLCs. But then after that, I don't know.
Do you like Halo?
I own Halo 5, never got round to playing it. I own Halo 4, not got round to playing it. Played 1 through 3, that's about it. Oh, I played that other crappy one too. What was it? The ODST.
Yeah.
Played that for a bit, got really annoyed with it and never went back to it. So, yeah,
So-
I suppose I like Halo.
So Bungie has made it like Halo. So they've made the weapons, class, and sets like Halo now.
Yeah.
So like your big weapons are counted under heavy. So like your sniper rifle, rocket launcher, and that are all counted under heavy. And then you have an energy weapon now, which is going to be, like in the current game in Destiny 1, where you have certain weapons that do void damage, solar damage.
Yeah.
That is now an energy weapon. So you have that, and then your normal weapon set will be kinetic, so just bog standard. But you can have the same weapon in kinetic and energy, just that the energy one will be specific to solar, void, or
Yeah.
So
So that's something we can all look forward to come September. And that is the PSBS for this week. If you have PSBS that you've listened to the podcast, maybe you're just catching up and you're going through them all and you think, wait, they never touched on that, you can contact us on our Twitter at leftinlobby. You can get us at leftinlobby@gmail.com, and you can also leave messages in the comments on YouTube and on iTunes. So contact us any which way you can. There is also a Discord there that we put in the description below on the YouTube and in all of your iTunes descriptions as well. So come check us out and let us know if there's something that you think we should touch on. If there's a topic that you want us to bring up, let us know. And also, we have our little adverts in and about the podcast. If there's a product you want us to try and get us to promote, then by all means, let us know in the methods listed before.
Yeah.
Okay, so the PSBS done out of the way. Now, my favourite part of the podcast, the weird news.
Yes. So again, Mirror. Always the Mirror. We love the Mirror. It comes up with some amazing stuff. So this headline reads: Man stumbles across wife's fidget spinner and is alarmed to discover it's a vibrator.
That is outside of the box thinking. I like that. So, wait. Yeah, I suppose that could work, because, I mean, the way they're shaped and everything, you could really get some quality placement for some pleasure on there. Yeah.
So, the craze for this fidget spinner may be originated in the playground, but that doesn't mean adults aren't immature. They like the charm of it. Fidget spinners are cubes that can spin. We all know that. We know what fidget spinners are. We don't need to promote it anymore. Right, anyway. Found my wife's fidget spinner. For the reason which still aren't clear, the husband was apparently looking through his other half's underwear drawer when he found this, which is like a fidget spinner, and it's got Trojan written in the middle.
That sounds like a fidget spinner.
Each one of them has a different kind of tip on it. You'll see it. We'll put it in. You'll see.
Yeah.
The unnamed man posted a picture of this fidget spinner on Reddit, where it has quickly captured thousands of dirty minds. It's easy to see what caused the confusion. It admittedly does quite look like a fidget spinner. It does, but the Trojan logo not ringing any bells. The vibrator costs £19 and comes with 3 different heads with different textures. There we go.
Wow. So, I mean, wasn't the fidget spinner... Now, I could be wrong. Wasn't the fidget spinner and the cube things, the clicker cubes, whatever the fuck things are called, wasn't that designed to help people with, like, autism focus their energies on something?
Yeah, it was... Go on.
Chills them out.
Yeah, it's meant to be like, exactly for that, but also for people to, like, stress relief as well. Like, you'd say a guy's working in the office and he's, like, really stressed out. He can just spin this thing in his hand. Oh, that's nice. And then calm. But now, literally, kids are going mental for him.
I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old. I'll be honest. I was halfway tempted to buy one.
Yeah.
I was flicking through my Instagram and there was one that's just like Genji throwing star fidget spinner.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm a sucker for anything Overwatch. So I was just like, everybody's got a fidget spinner. I should buy that one because it's Genji. I'm thinking, Well, maybe not. Because what the fuck am I going to do with it, really? I'm going to spin it like 2 times and just be like, alright. And that's going to be it.
I feel like they're quite addictive. I feel once you've spun it a couple of times, you'll be like, I'm going to keep on doing this now.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy ass videos on the internet of people doing nuts things with fidget spinners. Like, you know how you get I think the old school thing of it was like people spinning plates.
Yeah.
So there's people with fidget spinners on like their noses and their nipples and their toes and things, and they've just got all these fidget spinners going and balanced around on their bodies. And I sit there and think, that's pretty cool. But then at the same time, I'm just like, but really? I don't know. I'm too old. I think I'm just a fuddy-duddy.
The next thing is going to be putting a fidget spinner on a hot knife. That's going to be the next thing.
I guarantee that video exists. I guarantee it.
It probably does.
The hot knife and then the fidget spinner, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely
I wonder
exists.
what a fidget spinner's like in slow-mo.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool.
I did see one, I think it was on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was a Super Mario one.
Oh,
so
cool.
when you flicked it, it was like Mario was running down the world.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it looked really cool moving, but then, it's, I don't know.
Yeah. Not very good.
Fidget spinners, the trend that left me behind. Well, no, many trends have left me behind now. I have other things to spend money on.
Well, talking about
games.
Talking about children and education and people taking them into schools like fidget spinners, that brings us on to our first sponsor for tonight. Yes, I don't know where my words are going today. Right, so this is actually a group of people that foster, look after people that don't have parents. It's called the Caucasian Orphans, cruelly aimed into network education. So that's where orphans are aimed to be put into education and to be forced to just stay there for the rest of their life. And it really...
That doesn't sound like a great product, dude. You're forcing children into education for the rest of their life. Sorry, they're our wonderful sponsors. Please continue.
Yes. So what they do is orphans, because these are obviously children that aren't loved, they get aimed into education. And if you want to go sponsor them, you can obviously help them. They are a charity. If you just go into Google and type children, so just type in orphans cocaine, and then you'll find out about that Caucasian orphans cruelly aimed into network education.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Orphans on cocaine.
Yeah.
We support orphans on cocaine.
Yeah.
Getting shit done.
Yeah. Getting aimed at education.
Yes, I mean everybody should aim to educate themselves. Even if you left school, you can always learn more.
With cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine, it will sort of really focus your efforts.
Yeah.
Apparently. So, yes, cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to leave that one there. I'm not going to give them any more time, because they've not paid for it. Where do we go from the cocaine? I suppose we just swiftly move on to gaming.
Yes.
Because that's where we live.
So what have you been playing recently?
So last Friday, I want to say, Friday the 13th came out.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it was the 26th. But anyway, Friday the 13th, the game came out. It is somewhat of a spin on Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a multiple person versus one evil person or a killer. Yeah. And you have to try and escape. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's like PUBG is to I don't know, H1Z1 sort of thing. Like it's like that, but to me it's better because there's more things going on. There's more things you can do as a killer. There's special kills that you can aim for. Like I threw a guy into a fire. Yeah. And burned him alive, which was great because that guy was absolutely hilarious. He RP'd the fuck out of it. He was just like, oh my god, no, that's gonna burn. I burnt it. But he was like proper acting out the death. So
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to that guy. I wanted to kill him because he was talking shit all the time. But yeah, after that, it was just like, okay, I kind of like that guy. He was okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got lots of things to do, and obviously you are playing the iconic killer Jason Voorhees. There's many different ways you can defeat him, and you can actually kill him. It takes a lot of doing, but you can kill him, unlike Dead by Daylight. And there's many different ways that you can get out, whereas Dead by Daylight, it's either fix the generators or escape through a trapdoor. This one, you are either taking out Jason, you are going to the cops, you are finding your own car and driving away. There's sort of many different ways that you can... I don't know all the ins and outs of the game. There's possibly more. People can correct me in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been having fun playing that game. Nobody gives a crap about watching you stream it, but it's a really fun game. I'm having a lot of fun. I thoroughly recommend that you buy it, but at the end of the day, you've got your own life going on. You don't need to be playing Friday the 13th. So that's what I've been doing with myself. I don't really think I've played much of anything else in the meantime. I've done a fair bit of PUBG. Nearly got my chicken dinner. Got down to the last 2. Yeah. Other than that, no, there's not a great deal I've been doing. What about you?
Zelda. Love Zelda.
You're still plowing on with Zelda?
Yeah, trying to get 100% now.
I've got to stop watching your streams, dude, because every time I do, I find myself just pricing up Switches.
So yeah, that Mario Kart with the missus, been doing that quite a bit. That was fun. And tomorrow, I get Tekken 7.
Yeah.
So
we touched on Tekken 7. I feel like that has just appeared out of nowhere, or have I just not paid attention to it?
I saw it in October's Comic-Con. I saw it there, and I was like, I didn't know that was coming out. And then it's just kind of crept up and then been released. Yeah.
So, I mean, I suppose if they had something about it in October, then it's not exactly just plopped out of nowhere. So
no.
There's been a fair bit of development to it, I guess. Because, I mean, a game that appears out of nowhere, generally, it's a bad sign.
Yeah. So
I've not seen anything on YouTube.
No, I'm hoping... Well, they're under NDA. NDA breaks tonight at midnight.
Ah.
So there'll be loads of stuff tomorrow. So, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Tekken coming to the Fender for Use channel very, very soon.
Yeah.
I imagine he will be raging to fuck.
As always.
Yeah, they make me rage so bad.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Films.
That is gaming. Movies, what have I watched? Do you know, I don't think I've watched anything. I think I've been too busy just playing Friday the 13th.
Yeah. You're not playing Forza anymore?
No. That game seems to have bored me a little bit. I do keep getting pressure to either play Forza or GTA on the streams.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, sometimes I just want to stream by myself and talk shit.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Yeah. Films. I'm meant to be going to see this weekend or the beginning of next weekend Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's I've heard. I mean, to me, I look at Wonder Woman and it just screams out, DC finally made Captain America.
Yeah.
Like that's what that movie looks like to me. And I didn't really fall in love with Captain America.
No.
So, to this day, I think the more I think about it, the more I think, do I actually like the Marvel movies anymore?
Yeah.
I went to see Guardians, and that was a good movie. I went to see the last
Doctor Strange?
Captain America.
Captain America was Civil War, where they all fought each other.
I watched that one. I did watch Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Thor has never excited me. I've always watched them, but they've never really excited me. I've always caught them on... I think I watched the first one in the cinema, because that was back in the golden era of the whole comic book movie log. And then the second one, I was just like, nah, I'll watch it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So I bought the Blu-ray, because at the end of the day, it's like 16 quid for a Blu-ray or 16 quid for 2 people to go to the cinema. Sometimes it's 16 quid for 1 person to go to the cinema, and I just think, I kind of don't care about that shit anymore. My money's better spent elsewhere.
Yeah, it's true. It's either, I swear there's 2 films that the missus said she wants to go and see. It's Wonder Woman, and there's another one as well. I want to go see Alien Covenant, but she won't let me. Baywatch. She wants
I
to
want
go
to see Baywatch. I feel like that is going to be another one that is best enjoyed on DVD. I don't think
Yeah.
you're going to gain a great deal from being in the cinema.
Yeah, it's true.
And I mean, they want people to go to the cinema, but everybody who goes to the cinema is just dicks.
Yeah.
I sit there the entire time scowling at the back of somebody's head as they talk at like normal volume throughout the entire movie, and I just want to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird to me. I did one time. I went to see, it was the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told this story on a podcast before. I went to see the Ben Affleck Daredevil, and then in the middle of the movie, a fight just broke out. Like, two guys just started like pushing and punching each other, just going nuts. I'm kind of guessing it's because one of them was talking like a shithead throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But halfway through the film, I'm sat there just like, fuck's going on down there? I turned to the last that was with me. I was like, check this out. So we just sat watching this fight in the middle of Daredevil, and then it's like, all right, back to the movie. And then that was it. Like I at one point I was just like, why are you going to fight in a cinema? And then at another point, I now sort of think to myself like, I kind of get why people fight in a cinema. Like I've been so enraged by people. A lot of the time it's tweens. I mean, when you get the fucking idiot that sits behind you that just wants to constantly kick the chairs.
Yeah.
I'm going to the cinema. I once again, I think I'm just old and boring, but it is annoying as fuck at times.
Another film as well is the new Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about that, actually.
Salazar's Revenge.
Has it got the old cast back in it? I'm pretty sure I saw Orlando Bloom promoting it.
Orlando Bloom, I don't think he's in it. He might be in it because they bring. I don't know if they're bringing the old ships back. I don't know if Davy Jones is coming. Like Davy Jones's ship's coming back. But I know that Barbossa's in it. Obviously, Captain Jack Sparrow is in it. I've not seen Orlando Bloom in the trailers, but you never know.
Yeah, maybe I was just watching like old footage. Like I'm sure it was just like a Jimmy Fallon appearance or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He was on. So, I don't know, maybe he was pimping it, maybe he was doing something else, I don't know.
So they're the 3 films that are out this week, actually. They came out only on the 28th. So
yeah, so, like last Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's, I mean, we'll hear more about them next week if Fender goes to watch them. I probably won't.
Yeah.
This weekend, I plan on watching the Swiss Army Man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to watch that movie, so if you don't want spoilers or do want to talk about it, then you watch it too. Failing that, I will tell you about the movie next week.
Okay. That sounds good. Sounds good to me. I keep on another thing off film topic, but TV-wise, I'm watching this TV show called Taskmaster. Have you seen it?
No, I am not up on... I'm just watching season 2 of Gotham. Give me a year, it might make it onto my radar.
So Taskmaster is just a game show, but it's not really a game show. But it's with Greg Davis, the head teacher out of In-Betweeners.
Okay, yeah.
So he's the Taskmaster, and he sets 5 comedians tasks to do. So like, there's this one where there was a paint. There's like a piece of paper on a paint easel, and it's in the middle of a red mat. And it's like miles away from them, and they can't touch the red mat, but they have to paint on the actual easel with paint that's provided. They can't touch the red mat at all, and it's watching people or comedians work out how to paint on this easel. And it's just funny on how many people come up with such stupid ideas. One of them makes a massive long painting stick rod that tries to paint like that. And then there's another one where they just throw paint at it and just try and make like a splat on the page. And then one of them was really, really smart, used the paintbrushes and rolled the red carpet, got really, really close to it and just did a painting. And it's all stupid stuff like that. It is so funny to watching comedians trying to work out how to do tasks that are really, really simple. Yeah,
that sounds like a pretty decent show. I'll have to, try and pen it in somewhere between 2020.
Yeah, it's on UK Play because it's originally on Dave, so it's on UK Play.
Right. Yeah, I thought it sounded like a fairly old. Well, I say fairly old. I'm sure I heard about a show like that a little while ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll have to try and watch
definitely. It's on season 5 now, So
Wow.
they're all on there. They're all on UK Play, so you can get them all there. But that's what I've been watching when I eat my dinner. Have a little chuckle.
Sounds good.
It's good.
Yeah, I've been watching Gotham, and I am also finishing. So I have sort of like an hour and a half in the morning.
Yeah.
So what I do is I wake up, see the missus off to work, hi, go upstairs, and then I'll watch an episode of Gotham, and then I'll squeeze in like an episode of something that's like half an hour long.
Yeah.
So at the minute, I'm just starting to watch season 4 of Silicon Valley as well.
Yeah.
Really love Silicon Valley. That show is awesome. It's kind of aimed at somebody like me that's just a bit nerdy and stuff. So yeah, I'm really digging the Silicon Valley season 4 on that one, and then Gotham, as I say, I'm on season 2. I like it. To watch that show, I'm having to find that I have to forget about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching Jim Gordon just be a complete tool, and then how far into have you seen any of that show?
None at all.
No.
No.
Barbara Gordon, the chick who Jim Gordon is so apparently devout to, is a mental patient and killed a guy, and is currently running with a very, very bad crowd.
Okay.
So you have to sit there and think either A, Jim Gordon marries a mental patient, or B, they're not quite sticking to that storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting sort of show. I also sit there and just think, have they sort of changed a few people's stories? Because isn't Firefly a guy?
Yeah, it's thingy. What's his name? Isn't it? What's his name? The guy that you love. Firefly.
That narrows it down.
The guy that's Cade out of Destiny.
No, that's the TV show Firefly.
Oh, I thought you was on about that.
No, the character in Batman. There's a dude who flies around setting fire to shit.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know who you're on about.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy.
Yeah.
But in the show, they've got a lass who is basically just basically started running around setting fire to shit with a blowtorch, and like you kind of think it's the season 2 is like the rise of the villains. So you've got sort of the makings of all these sort of people, coming into it, and then you just start thinking like, have they turned Firefly into a chick?
They could have done. I
don't know. So I don't know if they are sort of sticking to continuity, or if they are, changing up genders of people and things like that.
Yeah. There was a big rumor. There was a big rumor that they were going to do a film with a female Thor, didn't they? There was that rumor going around, and people started kicking off.
Didn't they make a comic book with a female Thor and Iron Man? And
there's a female Thor and there's a black Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's been so many different colours.
Yeah.
Like,
no, not his suit.
I mean,
Peter Parker.
No, I mean, like, they've all sorts of different storylines where it's not actually Peter Parker, Spider-Man. It's like Ben Collins. No, that was the Stig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's somebody else.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Not the Neogenic Nightmare. That was the cartoons that you always just cringed every time you saw it. It was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's all kinds of sort of different. And at one point he was Doc Ock, and it got all kinds of weird. So yeah, but if you wanted to sort of change your gender like Marvel seem to do all the time, and they're possibly doing in the DC universe, then you should probably go to our second sponsor of the evening, the Double Deed Poll. That's right, the Double Deed Poll specialise in the changing of men to women. This service is a privately funded company that make changing from a man to a woman as painless as lopping off your cock can be. With their quick fix system, you can go from Dave to Davina in 6 quick clicks. Use their sex switch system and start your new life now. To do this, go to doubledeedpoll.com and use the offer code LIL, and your first switch is free. So thank you very much, the Double Deed Poll. You can go out and get your double Ds today and become Davina.
Why not?
So, yes, thank you very much, Double D'd Paul.
Thank you, Double D. Everyone loves Double Ds.
They do, yeah. I mean, let's face it, if you're going to have big augmented boobs put on, make them Double Ds.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Why not?
Who cares about back pain? It's fine. You're a man. You can deal with it.
Yeah, it's true. So, what did you, thank you, Double D, what did you get up to at the weekend?
At the weekend. So, I had somewhat of a different weekend. The wife and I took a road trip to Birmingham.
Oh, nice.
Birmingham? We went to Birmingham and we went to see a Jurassic dinosaur exhibit thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of just like these weird animatronic dinosaurs in the Botanical Gardens at Birmingham.
Yeah.
The wife loves dinosaurs and I love the wife. Especially seeing her see all sorts of things that she loves. The excitement on it. We've talked about the excitement and how much we enjoy that on women. So, I went to that with her on the Saturday. It was kind of okay. I imagine it's really, really fun if you're 6.
Yeah.
As an adult, I was just like, meh.
Yeah.
But they are huge. Like, they're not small things. Like, you could pretty much guess that's probably how big a T-Rex is going to be. I'll put a picture up down here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can see that there. That was okay. And then on Sunday, we went to do a pub quiz, which we kind of won.
Did you?
I guess. Sort of. There was just like, all right, who's got X amount of answers, blah, 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 blah. It got down to us. I went up there, and then somebody else joined me at the bar. I was just like, shit, we didn't win. And then he said, all right, tie-break question. So, for you and everybody else listening to the podcast, tie-break question, how many people are in the United Kingdom? To the nearest 100,000.
100,000. I want to say about 8 million people live in the United Kingdom.
Did you say 8?
8 million.
8 million.
No, there must be more than that. Yeah, I'll say 8 million. Go on.
I went 18 million.
Yeah, and what is it?
I came second-ish.
So what was it?
It was like 57 million.
Oh, 57.
Apparently there's like 13 million people in the London Borough area alone.
What?
Yeah. So I kind of screwed the pooch on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the other guy guessed, but he walked away with 20 quid's worth of vouchers and I walked away with 5. So there you go.
Yeah.
That was my weekend. How about your weekend?
Well, because it was bank holiday weekend, wasn't it? It was.
It was, yeah. Did you... You mentioned that you went to Comic-Con. Did you meet any interesting people at all?
I went to Comic-Con on the Sunday, and we turned up straight away, and we was like, oh, we're really hungry. So we went and got food straight away, and I was like, right, there's time periods for the Yogscast that I went there to see. I was like, right, I've got to find out when they're going to be there, so I can get there, like, meet them, get their autographs and stuff like that. So I went straight there the moment I got there, and I got to meet Hat Films. Well, 2/3 of Hat Films, which is Al Smithy and Ross, and I got to meet Terps as well. I think it's this one. Is it this one? This one. This is the poster that I buy. I always have to buy something at these conventions because nobody's actually seen this yet, apart from you guys. But this is what they had especially made for their Comic-Con.
Nice.
Which is, I've got all their signatures on there. Well, I've got Ross's and Al Smithy's on the left there and Terps on the right. But this is all them in like... so they've got an actual art designer called Nina Serena. Like, she's a famous... Well, I say famous. She's a YouTuber that does all their art stuff. And that was all... that you can only have picked this up at London Comic Con.
Yeah.
So that was quite good. And I quite like the art style that's very Star Wars-esque. And takes the piss out of a lot of films. The
Yogs are pretty good for things like that, because you go to a lot of YouTubers and it's like, oh yeah, £20, stand there for your picture, shake your hand and then piss off. Whereas the Yogs, they're just like, we're not going to charge you for a signing. All we're going to ask is that you say, come along, buy a bit of merch. So I mean, if you're buying merch anyway, like, you probably want a t-shirt, so just buy a freaking t-shirt and they'll take a picture and sign stuff for you anyway.
So
that's pretty stand-up of them to do.
It was. I had a nice, like, while I was in the queue, I was talking to their sound engineer that helps them with all their streams over Christmas and all the time. His name's Sam. I was just standing in the queue talking to him. It was like we knew, like I knew him because obviously I watched them all the time, and I was just talking to him about their new office and stuff like that and chatting. It's really nice. Then I spoke to Al Smithy, which is one of the Hat Films guys. He's taller than me. It's a shock.
Jesus,
I know.
Big guy.
He is a big guy. He's so funny as well. And then I'm speaking to Ross. Again, he's another one of the Hat Films. There's 3 of them, and he was quite funny. And then I had a nice long chat with Terps about like the new office and stuff. Got a picture with him, and then I was walking around for a little bit, and I saw Al Smithy just wandering around with one of his mates. And I was like, I'm not going to ask him for a selfie because he's obviously on his break. He's going to go and do what he wants to do. But then I went back to the stand because Lewis and Shin was meant to be getting back to the stand to like do their signings, who I wanted to meet as well, who I've met before. There is a picture when we went to Insomnia. That's the 2 that I met before. Yeah. But they didn't come back. But just as I went up to the stand, Al Smithy was just coming back to the stand to start doing signings again. I went, can I have a selfie quickly? And we had a quick selfie, so I got a selfie with Al Smithy as well.
That's nice. It's good that, I mean, there's certain people that you just go to these cons and you just think, God, you are so far up your own arse.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, mention any names, although I do feel a touch of hay fever. Syndicate! That, sorry, terrible sneeze there.
Yeah.
They just seem kind of full of themselves. I don't know. Maybe I've never met the guy. Maybe he's a really decent guy to talk to, but I just get kind of a bad vibe from him. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so but the Yogs do sound like pretty legit decent folk, and that's good of them. You need to stay that kind of grounded.
They appreciate that their fans are there to see them, and that each of their channels alone has at least 7 million per channel. So it's 7 million people want to watch them every day, more or less. Yeah. So yeah, nice. But the famous people that were at this Comic-Con this time was Mini Me. He was there.
Vernon Troyer?
Yeah. Not Dolph Lundgren, that's fucking... No, he wasn't there. The guy that played the original Hulk, what's his name?
Now you're doing it to me. His name is not... Keep going, it'll come to me.
He was there, and the original Flash Gordon was there, the one out of Ted. He was there as well. Lou Ferrigno was there, yes. And then also the Flash was there as well. Yeah. The guy in Ted, where he goes to the party.
Yeah.
And also, the original Power Rangers were there as well.
Wow. They must really like this new movie because people are just like, I want to talk to you again.
Yeah. So that was quite good.
That's good for them. They'll see a resurgence. It's nice.
Yeah. What games were there? Tekken was there because obviously it's being released. Splatoon was there because obviously Switch.
Is it coming out on the... Is it Splatoon 2 that's coming out on the Switch?
Splatoon 2, yeah. I pre-ordered that already. What else was there? Oh, the Transformers actual cars were there at the film. They were there.
Oh, right, yeah. Wait, the old ones or the newer ones? Because things have changed.
The old ones. So the old Optimus Prime and Bumblebee was there.
Yeah.
And then what else was there? Oh, an actual life-size version of Gru's car out of Despicable Me.
Okay.
That was there. That was quite funny.
Why would you make that?
I don't know. It is massive. This thing is huge.
Yeah, it looks as if it would be.
But yeah, that was quite good. And then it was all the people were dressed up. So I went there, and one of the girls that I went, well, my missus and her mate was there. Her mate dressed up as Belle out of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And every 2 minutes, little girls were coming up to her. So, can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? And then
it's like Disney World.
I know.
But, in England.
But then, as soon as we walked in, a female dressed as Gaston ran up to her and was like, "There's a Disney meet in 15 minutes. There's a Disney meet in 15 minutes." and she was like, "Okay, where is it?" And they're like, "N10, N10. You've got to come. You've got to come." And she's like, "I'm not going." She's like, "I'm not that much into Disney to go and geek it out with all them people."
Okay. They just get together and take pictures. Like Gaston would have loved himself a bell.
Yeah, exactly. It was quite funny. But there's a lot of good ones there this year. There was a massive, well, I say massive. There's a human-sized Lego Batman, where he actually was square like Lego Batman, and they'd drawn a big smiley Lego face on him. It was so funny and so good.
I was going to go to the wedding as Lego Batman.
Was you?
I never quite pulled the costume off. I had so many different ideas for the head.
Yeah.
Because that was where it was all going to come together. The body and the cape and everything, that would have been fairly simple. It was just cardboard stuck together. But it was the head that was going to cause the issues.
Yeah.
So I started with the head, and then I was going to go... It was going to be Mr. and Mrs. Batman.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the female... I was essentially looking at making two of these heads. One for me, one for my wife. And I just... Time was getting closer and closer, and the missus doesn't like not being prepared.
Yeah.
So not knowing that I'd not got a costume for her, she's just like, we're just going to have to abandon Batman and you're going to have to pick something else. So I was just like, okay, I'll pick something else. What can we go together as? And in the end, I was just like, fuck you, I'm just going as Bane. Pick whatever you like. So she did.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pick that up one day. Maybe I'll go back to my Batman. I've got a better chance of making like a legit Christian Bale Batman, the stuff I went for.
Yeah.
But... maybe I should pick it up and maybe aim for like 1 year at Comic-Con in fucking full Batman gear. Although I'm not exactly designed for Batman. That's why Lego Batman was good, because I could hide this
in a box.
Lego.
You would have loved this year. There was so much Overwatch characters. So many.
Yeah, it's what I'm hoping for Insomnia.
Yeah. So
I think I might focus more on the cosplayers this year.
Yeah, there was so many. Well, I say so many. There's a couple of really, really good Mercy. Like really, really good Mercies with the wings and everything, like perfect. And then when I was driving in, because you can park at the XL, we saw this literally replica of Genji, and he was glowing green. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It's such a good Genji.
And I instantly hate him, because fuck Genji.
Yeah, nobody likes Genji. So, I have a couple of questions for you now. So, I was thinking about this the other day.
Right.
So, I met my missus online on Tinder. Yep. I met my missus on Tinder. Obviously, before that, you obviously are... I want to say you're with a lot of girls, but you have dates. You go on dates with women. You have girlfriends. Mm-hmm. You have people that you sleep with. You have people you don't sleep with. You have just friends. You have fuck buddies, and you have everything else. So, who's the weirdest person that you actually? I got a question. The weirdest person you'd ever met? Like, what was the weirdest thing they ever did?
I don't know. I feel like I was always the weird one.
Really?
Probably. I don't know.
Go turn the light on.
I had one...
Go on.
I had one date where... Because I too met my lady over the internet. I did it on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
As shocking as it sounds, it actually worked.
It does work.
And my pictures on my profile were... me at my brother's wedding... like a random picture of me. And me dressed as Silent Bob at Comic-Con. And there was one chick who was just like, I really dig Silent Bob. We'll go out on a date and we'll be in cosplay together. I was just like, yeah, alright, fuck it. I need to get some more mileage out of Silent Bob. So I grabbed Silent Bob, the wig, everything. I grabbed all of the outfit for Silent Bob. I dragged my ass through to Nottingham. And I get there, I'm dressed as Silent Bob, and she's wearing, it's like a 1950s style sort of outfit. And I was just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm Silent Bob, what are you? She's like, I'm Dieter Von Teese. I'm like, but you're just wearing a fucking dress. Like, you stitched me up, you left me high and dry dressed as fucking Silent Bob in a waistcoat, in a fucking overcoat that is just so thick and heavy, and I'm like... And you're dressed in a nice fucking dress.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks for that. So I had that date. That was a one-shot deal. I never saw her again.
Yeah.
What other weird stories have I got from online dating and things? I don't know. I mean, I never, as far as I'm aware, I never got catfished.
No, I never.
Everybody I met, and there was one chick who put a picture of herself, and then when you turned up, it was just like, did you eat the chick in the pictures? Because you are not the chick I'm fucking meeting right now.
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against her being fat. It's just a gross misrepresentation of the one person in the pictures that it's just like, I get that you were that chick, but you are not that chick now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, yeah, I had that sort of experience. Don't know if I had anything sort of weird. There was one...
Go on.
No, keep going. Go.
Okay. Well, before I met my missus, this is long before my missus came along, I met online a girl that actually did LARPing.
You met a LARPer?
I met a LARPer, yeah.
Was her name Cindy?
No, her name was Helen, and she did live action role playing, and she was an elf, and she told me all about her world and her kingdom on our first date, and I thought, wow, and she was like, "Oh, you should come along." I was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll try it out." We never went because then
date anymore.
Yeah, we didn't go LARPing, but she had there's nothing wrong, there's nothing against this, but she had a little boy, and she said that her little boy was conceived by the gods because of LARPing. I said, okay. I was like, what, is he the chosen one? Is he like Anakin, or is he like Jesus? She's like, yes. I was like, okay.
Why did you not go to this LARPing? If people are fucking for real,
yeah.
Why would you not attend?
Well, that's the thing. We wasn't dating long enough for me to ever go. So, it's one of the weekend ones. So you don't just go there for a day. You spend a weekend there. You camp there. You live the life of whatever kingdom you're in.
I kind of want to try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know if I want to try it with Helen.
No, no. But yeah, that was the weirdest. The weirdest thing that a girl has ever said to me on a date like that. I've met some other girls online. There was this one girl that literally said to me, the moment I sat down, I was waiting for her in a bar, she literally came up to me and went, "Last night was good. I met another date last night and all we did was have sex." I was like, "Are you expecting the same tonight?" Literally the first thing.
That is a really bad start.
Yeah, no, the first thing she says to me, she literally sits down, like we grab a drink, we sit down, and she goes, "Well, last night was good." I was like, "Oh, was it? Oh, what did you get up to?" "Oh, well, I had a date last night as well, didn't I?" And I've literally just, like, I stayed there last night, and now I'm here. I was like, "Oh, bit keen." And then she's like,
nice.
She's like, "Yeah, I only live around the corner. Do you want to come round for a drink?" I was like, "No, I'm alright. Cheers." I was like, "No, I'm okay, thanks. I don't know where you've been." So
I was going to say, do you come with a free STD check, lady? Yeah. Or, I mean, well, to be fair, you were on Tinder.
I was on Tinder. I was also on Plenty of Fish.
Tinder is not the place you go to find love. It's the place you go to find strange.
Oh, trust me, there's so much strange. I tried them all. I tried Match. I tried Plenty of Fish and Tinder. Tried them all.
I wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah,
I'm too tight to pay for it.
At the time, though, I was just trying everything. Well, I say trying everything. That sounds fucking desperate. I was trying. I was just seeing what they're all like. And with Match, the people that I met on there, they literally are there to get a relationship because they're literally paying for it. So yeah, so that was quite good. Met a nice girl through that, but that didn't really work. And then I gave up, and then went on Tinder, and then met the missus that I'm with now. So yeah. What? I got another question for you now. This is going in deeper. Your face.
I'm just kind of wondering. I mean, you were on Tinder to find love.
Yeah.
Did you ever question your missus's motives for being on Tinder?
I've told her. Yeah, we spoke about this, and she was on there for a laugh, and then she only. she only went on one other date, and that was it. And then she spoke to me and one other guy, went on one date with the other guy, and then obviously we were talking, and she never saw anybody else.
That's always a good start.
Yeah. And then it was just me, and now I'm here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry, you were saying something else.
Yes, so this is even funnier now. So, what is the weirdest thing someone has said to you during or after sex?
Ah, God, I've had all kinds of things. Oh, this might take some time for me to come up with, like, a really good one.
Yeah. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, I think you should go.
So, I was seeing this girl, and she literally afterwards. So afterwards, she's knackered, and she goes, "You took me to the fourth dimension." I was like, "Who the fuck are you? What the hell is that?" I was like, "What?
What? I mean, did she smell the dick? What?
I don't know. I just don't know."
Did she elaborate at all?
No, she was just like, "Oh my god, you took me to the fourth dimension." I was like, "What?"
I don't know if you should be flattered or freaked out.
I know. I was like, "There's only there's only a third dimension. Where have you been?"
Oh, this dinosaur thing I went to, they promised a 9D adventure with dinosaurs.
Did they? Was that free, or did that come with the pass?
No, it was. You had to pay an extra £5 or something, and basically they slapped you in a chair and stuck a virtual reality headset on you. And when I say virtual reality, I'm talking like £2.50 from the cheap shop that you slap a phone in virtual reality.
Google Box.
Yeah, every time I've if you go to the O2, there's the Nissan thing.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you could be in a virtual GTR. And I'm just like, all right, then I'll take this. Sit down, plop it in my face, and I'm just like, this is a really low quality video of somebody driving around a track in a GTR.
Yeah.
There's no depth of field. Like, you don't get any sense of 3D. It's just a fucking video strapped to your face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not paying £9 for that because I've got VR at home and I'm going to be immensely disappointed by what I see.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to pay for that. But yeah, 9D.
9D.
I don't know what the other 5 were.
Girls must love that.
4D is the movement, 3D and movement, isn't it?
Yeah, movement, sensations, and sensations. Yeah, so like you do it quite a lot when you go to like theme parks and they have that 4D ride and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a cold wind that blows on the film and you get blasted in the face with aircon. And yeah. That's 4D. So what the other 5 were, fucked if I know.
No.
Maybe you lost a leg to a dinosaur.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wasn't about to pay to find out.
No.
I don't... I can't remember a life before my wife.
Oh, yeah.
I know it sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
But I just... all the old stuff has kind of gone.
Yeah. It's that ring. It seems to constrict stuff.
Oh, that ring has done more than constrict things. It's not so bad now. I don't know if you can see it on the video. There's just like a line here. Just there. So I'll show you too. Shit. I don't know if you can see that.
Where's it gone?
So I've got this really sort of messed up line on my finger.
Yeah.
From where the ring, because it's been hot these last few days, and I have very sweaty palms. Like right now, I have sweaty palms, and so my hands just sweat like fuck. And this ring is just at my finger.
Yeah.
It's not the ring's not reacted. It's just because it's covered up. It's starting to peel now.
That's the
because it's covered up. It's just messed me up.
That's the brand of being married.
It is. So I don't know if this is permanent or what. But
Mate.
I've told the missus that I'm not wearing it anymore. So.
How did she take that? How did she take it?
To be fair, it was always going to be just something we exchanged on the day.
Yeah.
And then I said I would try it out for a week just to see if it grew on me. Because I'm not a jewellery guy. Like the most jewellery I have is a freaking watch.
Yeah.
So that is it. I'm not a jewellery guy. And then we did that, and I left it on, and it's been on there ever since. But then just lately, it's really started to eat into my hand. It drives me insane because you don't know how much you miss just doing that.
Yeah.
Because with this ring on, I've got a big gap here, and I can't close my fingers, and it drives me fucking balmy. So yeah, I'm gonna never try and put that back on again. I've got no problem. I'll buy a freaking chain or something and wear it around my neck. I'll keep it in a pocket, but I just don't want to wear it.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. It sounds terrible, but it's just I don't do jewelry. I don't.
No, that's fair enough. I don't do jewelry. I've got no jewelry. I had a watch on, but that stopped working, so I've not had I don't have any jewelry on. I used to wear jewelry. I say jewelry. Jewelry. I used to wear jewelry all the time. When I used to, back in my teens, I used to have like rings on.
Oh yeah,
stupid shit like that. But then got rid of all that.
I have a chain that is just like the one that DMX wears. It's like a freaking dog collar. I had to have it custom made.
Yeah.
And it was something daft like 4 solid ounces of silver.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. I wonder if I can lay my hands on it right now. It's bad podcast. PSBS.
Yeah,
chain.
PSBS.
I'll
chain.
write that down.
Write that down. Your dog collar.
Okay, so chain. There we go. So I'll rock that next time we record.
Well, that would be quite funny, just rocking up on the podcast with that on.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, Mr. T would just be like,
I pity the fool.
Yeah, it's quite large.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is that I used to wear, but that was back when I was 19, 20.
Yeah.
I was a big hip hop kid.
I was a grunger.
So yours is a bit more
black and
yeah.
I was gigging it. No, I didn't actually have any spikes. I just had chains.
Nice.
Chains that went nowhere. They literally went from one belt hoop to the back belt hoop. I had my wallet attached to a chain. I had a hoodie. Yeah, that type of shit. Black hoodie with my favourite band on the front. So yeah, that was when I was gigging. That's when I was like in bands when I was in secondary, like when I was in sixth form and stuff. So yeah, when I had long hair, when I actually had hair. Fucking hell.
I mean I looked in the mirror the other day and I swear I could see like a ginger beard hair.
Yeah.
Which I said to my wife, I was like, oh god, it's spreading down to the beard, and she's just like, You've had ginger. Did I say ginger? I meant grey.
Yeah.
I had grey beard hair. I do have ginger beard hair, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it is there. I have varying shades of brown in my facial hair. But it was grey. She's just like, you've had grey hair in your beard for a while. At which point I'm just like, I kind of don't care about grey hair.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any hairs that start going grey that would matter?
So
Did you just go grey?
I know that down here my beard is actually grey. Like there's actually spots of grey here, and then on the side of my head here, there's greys here as well. I don't mind going grey. The thing that I mind is losing my hair, my head hair.
Oh, I am so thin.
Yeah, but you shave
on
yours,
top.
so it doesn't really show. With me, if you look on top of my head, I look like, well, I don't look like Homer Simpson. I just look like I'm balding.
Yeah. So there's no like when you're just like, shit, it's spread.
This is all grey. All my shoulders are grey. All my chest is
That's
grey.
all grey already.
Yeah, my shoulders.
What about the wee fella?
my fella.
If you get grey pubes,
that will come straight off.
I was gonna say, will you feel old when you start getting grey pubes, or?
Yeah, I reckon I will, but I haven't
feel
yet.
kind of, I feel like there's like a. It's like Santa.
Yeah,
It's like you've got Santa dick.
Yeah, you got some.
I mean, I don't
white
fancy
frosting.
the idea of. Yeah, I don't fancy the idea of shaving the pubes. Like, it's annoying. There's a lot of upkeep, and
it's true.
I've told my lady, like, if she wants to just turn into a fucking bushwoman, I'm fine with it, because I get shaving and upkeep is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So she certainly doesn't have to do it for me. And, well, I don't think she ever did do it for me, but...
Does it for the other fella.
I can't fancy the thought of shaving all the time.
Oh,
this... It seems like such a ball ache.
On my face is such a ball ache.
Yeah.
To keep it like this, I have to shave every day. This bit here grows quicker than my actual hair on my head.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
What are you like? What's the longest you've ever gone without shaving?
Was when I had my long beard. Like that was when you saw it. Before I shaved it off, that was probably about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah. That was how long I got it.
How did the missus take that?
She hates it. She hated it that long. She likes it like this. She hates me clean shaven. She completely hates it. She says you're not the boy I love. She just looks at me weird. Like if I'm completely clean shaven, she goes and then just walks off. But like this, she likes it. Any longer than this, because I start playing with it and I start doing this.
Yeah, I do that.
And she goes, stop it, and whacks my hand. But her brother actually said to me he would pay me £50. This is when I had a really long beard. He said he would have paid me £50 just to shave the beard off and get 2 handlebar moustaches. And I said that to her, and she's like, you dare, we're over. So I never did.
Wow, that goes my next proposition then.
Yeah, no, because I can, actually, when it gets long enough, I can just start curling it up, and I'm very tempted to. Because I think it'd look quite good, but anyway.
I just wanted you to go like full on ZZ Top for a year.
Yeah.
Like, what would it take to get you to go ZZ Top for a year? Apart from, you have to leave the missus.
Convincing my missus, because if she it's her that moans at me. That's why I shave. Because it'll be her that I have to live with, and it'll be her that's the nagging thing in my ear. So.
Yeah.
So it depends on if you can convince her.
Okay, I don't think I will ever be able to convince her, so... Right.
But I don't know what I want to do next with it. I could just do Hitler. I could go...
Ginger Hitler. Sounds like a terrible, terrible combination.
This podcast has contained orphans, cocaine, and Hitler. So this is doing well.
We should make like a bingo game. People come up with like 10 random words and see if we actually...
Can get him in.
Come across them.
Without the other person knowing.
Yeah. So that is going to do it for us this week, I think, as my camera has gone doolally and it will not focus on my face. So that is going to do it for the podcast for this week. I want to thank our wonderful sponsors and also my good friend Fender for you for showing up again. Because I know that you want to go on live stream right now.
I'll make time for this. This is priority over live stream.
This is our child. You have to.
Yeah, I know.
So
every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Okay then. So do you want to send us off today?
Yes. So thank you for watching, everyone. This has been the Left in Lobby podcast. He has been Gaming for Good. I have been the Fender for you. Please hit that like button. Hit us up in the comments. Hit that Twitch. No, we're not on Twitch. They hit the Twitter. Hit the email, and also check us out on iTunes if you have not got time to watch us on YouTube. We're on iTunes and SoundCloud as well. So check us all out there, and we will see you and hear you. You'll hear us next week. Goodbye.